We'll give this a shot. Let's see if I can get some better equipment here. The blue, is that one better? Yes, it's quite a bit better. Let's equip. What else? Maybe an icon. What do we have? Can I order these somehow? Order by level? Sure. Beastly belt. Attack bonus. Wow, aura belt. Quite a bit of attack bonus. Double ring. That'll help. What else can we do? We got some shoes. I think I got... Maybe not. Okay. Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to the always delightful Disgaea 5. This is one of those games you just kind of soak in. The story is nothing special, but the artistic style of the game, as you might be able to tell already, is pretty great, and the number one defining feature of this game is that there's almost no limit to the number of ways to grow in power. So there's game mechanics for everything. You've got your equipment, which you see the stat card on the right there, and unlike War Thunder, the stat card is not lying to you. There's the level of the item. We'll talk about that in a second. There's the rarity of the item. That determines basically how good it is compared to other items of the same type, so it'll have the same name but be just better. There's the population of the item, and if you look down at the lower menu, you have a coach and a statistician, level 18 and level 3 respectively, and both of them are unhappy. What? Well, that has to do with the item world. But basically, there is a world inside of every item in this game. Every item, even consumables, has a world within it, and the innocents in that world add stats to the item, depending upon what type of innocent they are. The coach gives one thing, and the statistician gives another. I'm pretty sure the statistician gives experience growth, so you level up faster, so that's not bad. What else do we see? Attack, defense, intelligence is related to spellcasting power, resistance is the defense version of that. Hit, which is your chance to hit with something, can be modified by that number, and speed, which is a stat that can affect your attack damage and your chance to avoid damage, depending upon the item. So fist type items, you can see there's a fist next to the cross counter here, is its damage and the abilities related to fisting are the average of your attack and your speed. So that's that. And then there's so much more. So let's go interrogate some fools real quick, just because we can. Another way to grow in power is via interrogation. So, here's the interrogation specialist. We talk to this person, go into the interrogate menu, and have ourselves some fun. So we have some people here. You can see they have SP, which is sort of their resistance before we can harvest them. yeah, we'll put it that way. So we'll talk to Belle, and you can see there's our interrogator, and she's the swamp witch, and her special ability does the most SP damage, so all of these other things are not really necessary because her special is so good. So blam, we have 5 uses left, and with 2 we've dropped this one down to 0 SP. You can see they've grayed out, and we can no longer pester them But what we can do now is go into the extract menu. You see how this game starts to get a little bit complicated? This is just one of the many things you could do in this game. So we're going to extract a magical essence from Belle. You can see she's looking a little woozy. So click on her and go, yes, we have released the prisoner in exchange for a magic extract. That is a usable item, so let's go ahead and go into our items. And where would that be under? I think it's not there. Is it etc.? No. It's food, isn't it? Oh. There it is, magic extract. And you can see over on the right where we had the same stats for our fist item in our inventory. We also have attack, defense, intelligence, resistance, hit, speed, HP, and spell points values, and these are actually a permanent bonus to the character we use them on. So let's dump everything on Killia. There you go, his stats go up. Isn't that lovely? We also have a bunch of these. Let's use them all on Killia, just because we can. I am the kind of person that likes to have a ridiculously overpowered main character, so let's just dump all of our stats onto him. And if you think that being able to do things like this would make you overpowered in a hurry, keep in mind that the level cap is, I think, one shy of 1 billion, or is it 1 million? I'm not quite sure, but it's a little bit high. So this game is all about powering up. And we have us some magic extra. I could sit here and do this for a little while, but anyway, there we go. What is Killia sitting at now? A 1600 attack, 4000 HP at level 66. Not bad. I did mention that the level cap is around 1 million, right? Anyway, now that we've increased our max HP, just because I'm a stickler for those things, let's go ahead and heal up in the hospital. You do not heal in between battles. You have to go get your wounds treated in the hospital. And your reward for that is that you can unlock some prizes by getting a certain amount of health healed in the hospital. Yeah, there's more. The item world. So, we go into the item world. We go into an item. So, what should we explore? Items with a green name are able to be increased more than standard items in level, and the gold named ones are even better. So, what should I do? Silver Rod, resident level around 45. Let's go in there. So we're gonna power this up, and I hear my toddler yelling, but it's supposed to be nap time, so let her yell. She needs to take a nap. Anyway, I'm checking real quickly here all of the enemies just to see what kind of items they have on them. You can see in their equipment, because I have a thief right here, Lola, who can steal items. So you can go into the item world, and in the world inside this item, there are enemies that have items that you can steal. And then you can go into that item world. It's a great game. It's fantastic. So, let's just kill some fools, shall we? Our goal here, we're just kind of grinding, growing in power. I don't feel like playing the main story right now, so I'm unlocking new classes. There's a ton of classes to unlock in the game, and I'm just growing in power and getting some better equipment. And there's no prerogative to play the main game. You can just power up as much as you want. I think that there are some classes and features that get unlocked as you play through the main story, especially these named characters like, well, that one's a DLC, and so is that one, but Christo, Ragged Magnus, Usalia, Zerokin, Izuna, Logan, these are all story characters. But Let's see, what did I want to do here? I think just kill this guy. Yeah, I get a little bit distracted when I'm making videos. I'm not all that good at live streaming, so there we are. That's the first level of the item world done. Because we wiped out all of the residents on the next level are higher level and the item's level goes up. So, that's a thing. Oh. I got a Charlie horse in my foot, sorry about that. Alrighty, now what? This is a pretty big stage, so we're checking, if you look up on the top right, you can see red, none, green, magic range -1, and blue, ally boost plus 50%. Those are the geo effects for the stage, and these are the colored geo panels. If there's a glowing panel like this, then it's not just regular terrain, it can have some kind of effect that's determined by these, what are they called? Whatever they are, geostones or whatever. And if you destroy these, then it can change the color of the geo panels and also eliminate their effect. The effects from the geo effects can range from anything to weakening your resistance to fire, increasing the power of every character whose level is divisible by 7, or causing any damage to you to be an instant kill. So it is worth it to check out the geo effects and see what they are, and it's just another way that this game is just absolutely bonkers. So let's use a special ability and take out these 3. Blap. And then because I can, I'll show you something fun. So, we'll start with Logan and move him over here, right next to the spawn. And there's a huge amount of freedom you have to position your characters. If I don't want Logan to be there, I can just cancel his move and cancel him all the way back into spawn. Also, if I move someone else, then I can still cancel this guy's move. So, there's a huge number of things you can do. I've never seen as much freedom to position things, reposition things, and just do whatever it is you want to do with a character. So we'll lift, and you can see he picked up, what's his name? Or her name, girl, Laharl. Laharl is the character, the main character from the original, what's the name of this game? Disgaea, except gender swapped to be a girl character. Okay, yeah, it's that kind of game. So, we can also move next to enemies and lift enemies or objects. And the thing about Prinnies, this little penguin looking guy is a Prinny. You can see he has 2 peg legs. He has some tape holding his front panel shut. It's actually sort of a robot costume thing, and inside is a lost soul. So something about Prinnies is that besides the coolest mascot in any game, they're also highly explosive. So if I pick up this enemy Prinny and then throw him, everything in 2 panels is going to take explosive damage, and the Prinny will die. So, I just wanted to show that to you. Have I mentioned that this game is freaking fantastic? Look at this bow that's made out of Sakura no Hana trees. Yeah, Japanese cherry blossoms. This game was over the top. What's the name of that bow? Let's see. Blooming Flower. This guy has a bow of miracles. The item names are pretty ridiculous. I saw one that was referencing something and I laughed on the spot. I can't remember what it is. Ally boost plus 50% is going to increase all of my stats by 50% as long as I'm standing on that panel. So nice. We'll just end our turn there. I could do more. You can deploy up to 8 characters, each of them getting their own move that they can do. But I just didn't feel like it, so I ended my turn there. And there we are. You don't have to perform all of your actions at once, as you saw me doing there. I was splitting up my turn into different parts, telling some characters to move, one to lift and throw, and another one to cast Fireball. So, like I said, there is a lot of individual freedom when it comes to your tactics. So, what should we do here? Girl. Right here, special ability, Blazing Knuckle, and Blammer. Also, this game has fantastic, beautiful, spectacular special attack animations along the lines of Final Fantasy with a little bit of anime on crack. But I have those turned off just so the game runs a lot faster, because I'll be using these abilities thousands of times, so I really just can't be bothered to watch the animation every time. But even with the animations turned off, every time you see an animation for the first time, it will display the animation, so you won't be missing out too badly. If you decide to turn those off, you'll still see the new stuff. You can see that Metalia just mastered a new class, so that's gonna work our way toward unlocking new characters that we can hire. Okay, what should we do? Let's just finish this fight here. And another thing is that I'm clearing out all of these enemies, but you don't have to kill everyone on these stages. That's just the way I want to do it right now. If I want to, all I have to do is get one character into that portal and we'll go to the next stage. But I want to level up this item, so I am killing all of the residents, as you do. Bloop. 23 damage to finish him off. Alright, and we got some rewards there. I could talk about the bonus gauge, but I just don't want to. Did I mention that there's a lot of mechanics in this game? Alright, let's have some fun. So, how should we do this? Let's start with Kilia and set him up right here and have him do a thing. Do that thing. Nice. And now we'll send Lola over here. Not Lola. Somebody that can't move quite so far. There we go. Nissa. Nissa. Lift. Now we have a tower of 2 people. We don't have enough range to do anything with that. So, Lola, move over here. And, did you think the lifting mechanic was already pretty cool and free form? Well, check this out. Now I'm lifting 2 people, and we have a tower of 3. Let's go ahead and perform an attack, shall we? Tower attack. All 3 people attack. Does that seem a little bit overpowered to you? Everything in this game is overpowered. That's the beauty of this game. Everything is overpowered, so it doesn't matter if there's overpowered mechanics. Anyway, there's just so much you can do. This game is so fun. Just to see how ridiculous things can get. Look how far this guy can throw people, by the way. Okay, throw. Lift. We now have a tower of 4 people. And attack. Execute. There we go. 2,000 damage. Why not? Who is next? Let's get Momo on the field. Momo. Seraphina. Lift. Throw. Yeah, we can still do this. Move. Lift. Tower of 5. And we'll just attack that symbol, just because we can. Up to 5,500 damage. No issues. We might be running out of people that we can call in pretty soon. But we haven't gotten to that point yet. Who should we send out next? Probably Zero Ken. I need to train him up. So, lift. I'm just screwing around here, by the way. This is not like tactical gameplay at all. It looks like I'm not going to be able to attack anybody else. No. So we'll probably end it there. Oh, we can have another person come in. So probably not Wagner. Can Celes get there? No, but you can at least move. Okay, end turn. We'll take some hits, but whatever. We're just screwing around. These guys aren't strong enough to really pose a threat yet at this point. Well, I mean, Zero Ken died, but that's something that he does. So let's look at our tower special attacks. We have tower fishing. Yep, you should watch the animation on that one. It's pretty ridiculous. And if we were one stack higher, we could use tower laser, which has a power of S. That means that it has superb amounts of damage that you can deal with it. But a tower this tall, made out of high-level characters, you can pretty much kill anybody that you want to with one hit. Also, because one of our characters got wiped out, Celes here is in revenge mode, and I'm not going to explain what that is at all. I told you, there's lots of things going on with this game, and it's meant to be that way. Anyway, another stage clear. You can see we acquired some curry. A particular character gets 50% more attack power for 3 turns after eating curry. Yeah, I told you, this game's fantastic. It's just a lot of fun. It's lighthearted, it's ridiculous, it's very well made, and it is a game you can sit and play by yourself for thousands of hours, if that's what you're into. I've done it. Okay, let me check comments real fast, see if anybody's noticed the stream yet. Derp Tank, hey, good to see you, man. I'm just playing one of the finest examples of a JRPG out on the market. I'm not sure if it's still on sale, but I picked this up for a 40% discount from, where did I get it from? Placerville. I got it from Humble Store. So, I highly recommend that if you find this game interesting, check out istthereanydeal.com to see if there is a deal on this game. It does go on discount, and it's available for, I think, all major platforms, including PC and PlayStation, and I'm a huge fan. So that's that. Oh, I haven't been checking people's items to see if they have any good stuff, but we're not quite at a level where that would be worth stealing their stuff, so let's just kill them, shall we? Bloop. As you use special abilities, they grow in power, because why wouldn't they? Pretty much everything you do in this game can be powered up in some way, and usually in some ridiculous way. And another level finished. Outlaw class has been mastered. Fantastic. That's just more classes that we can recruit. What? So many things happening in this game. We have a delivery from Mr. Egg. Lucky Board has appeared. So this is a guy, this little rabbit fella. Look at this lucky boy. He's a mana boy. If I can deal his hit points worth or more of damage in one hit, I'll get a boost. In this case, I got a bunch of free mana. Mana is what you use for a lot of things in the game, but it's basically the other form of XP. Alright, how should I do this? Can we just nuke him? I'm pretty sure I can just nuke him. So let's use... We've probably used all of these before. Yeah, we have. So no new animations. Let's use fire on this guy, and kablowie, we got him. There's another one. Girl, go, and blazing knuckle these fools. Kablap. So we got the mana boost. I mean, a lot of things in this game go very, very fast because I've set the game up to run, a little bit faster. I'm skipping animations. I'm skipping through menus really quickly because, this game essentially plays the same as Disgaea 3, just with a bunch of added features. There's nothing lacking from Disgaea 3, and there's a bunch of stuff that's been added to it. So I am a huge fan of this game. One thing you won't have, of course, is the story will be different than Disgaea 3. In fact, I'm not sure if it's just me, but I think the story in this one is just a little bit less inspiring than Disgaea 3 was for me. I didn't play Disgaea 4. It did look pretty cool, but I never played it. But anyway, if you're familiar with the Disgaea games, the green panels are going to damage my SP. Okay, good to know. If you're not familiar with the Disgaea games, what they tend to do is they don't change up the game. It's sort of like Pokemon, alright? They don't take anything out, they keep adding new things in. So you end up with a ludicrous number of features and the same formula that you're used to seeing. And in the case of both Pokemon and Disgaea, I think there is definitely a place for that. Now, my toddler still refuses to take a nap. I think she's dodged nap time successfully, so that's gonna mean that I'm gonna be... She's just going, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy! So I'm not gonna be able to keep live streaming. This is why I don't live stream. I have other things to do when the girls are awake. I thought I had a shot and I went for it, but I didn't have time for it. Anyway, it was a joy for me to share what I'm doing in Disgaea right now. If you see me on the Discord, Disgaea is always running because there's a character who gets a 1% per 10 hours of Disgaea played bonus to her stats. So I always have this game running in the background. It's not too processor heavy, so I just leave it running forever to build up my playtime. Even when that wasn't the case, I think I put over 1,000 hours into Disgaea 3, and I was still unlocking things. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video, after I check the comments. Yeah, nothing. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, another thing about this game. Fantastic music.